Hi everyone, I'm Brianna and welcome to our initiative. Today I'm going to be talking about some really cool puzzles that I've used in my D&D games, and I'm going to tell you a bit about them and why they're my favorite. So, let's get started. Just wanted to throw in a couple quick notes here. One is that you shouldn't put any key plot information behind a puzzle. There should be rewards, yes, but not the doorway to the main boss, because if your players can't solve it, then you're going to have to find a different way for them to get in, and then they're going to get the mindset that they don't need to solve puzzles, there's always a way around. So, my advice is give them a lot of loot and treasure and rewards and stuff when they succeed at puzzles, but don't put anything they actually need back there. Also, not all parties like puzzles, so if you've never done puzzles before, maybe have a bit of a talk with your party and see if they'd like puzzles. Anyway, let's move on to the actual puzzles. The Gentleman's Mirror is a really cool puzzle that I heard about and tried out, and it worked really well. It's a fairly simple one where you find a mirror blocking a doorway, and every time you try and go through, your reflection blocks you. The answer to this puzzle is fairly straightforward and even in the name. If you're polite, saying after you to your reflection, then they copy you and will then let you through. It's a bit of a twist on logic because your reflection wouldn't actually then let you through in real life, but it's a pretty cool trick nonetheless. Something to keep in mind though is that they don't have to solve the puzzle word for word for you to let them through. If they say something that makes sense, such as being polite, then it'll probably still work, even though the wording isn't exact. Now, I don't actually have a name for this next puzzle. It's just kind of something that I put together. It's really simple and gives people who are maybe not so used to puzzles a really clear direction on what to do. So, the way I did it was they found a note from a past adventurer, and it had a draconic cipher written on the back of the note. And then they found this door that was a doorway, but it was blocked by solid stone. On each side of the doorway, there was like a shield hanging on the wall, and each shield had symbols on it, which were from the draconic cipher. Now, it was only a couple letters, which they actually figured out was musical notes. You then play the notes, and the door opens. And hey, if you have any ideas for what this puzzle should be called, feel free to leave them in the comments. Something else super easy that I did with this draconic cipher was have like a chest or a door or something with symbols on it from the cipher saying an element or a dragon's breath weapon, like fire, acid, or lightning, and that's what they needed to open the door or chest. But there you go, those are some of my favorite puzzles that I've used, and I hope you liked them. And if you did, maybe you'd consider liking my video and maybe subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.